Hey everybody, and welcome to another Veda challenge. So this weekend I went down the coast and I had the opportunity to catch up with my grandma, who is the most awesome woman on the planet and who I haven't seen in a ridiculously long time. For shame, Rachel, for shame. But anyway, she came over for dinner one night and we had a pretty good discussion about, well, we were talking about bucket lists for starters, because I was just telling her how excited I was because I just booked my trip to Canada and that has been on my bucket list for at least 3 years now. So I'm pretty excited about that. And she asked me what some of the other things on my bucket list were. And I had silly things like sing karaoke one night, dip dye my hair, or go snowboarding in New Zealand or Japan, go hot air ballooning. I had, things that are completely achievable on there, but that I just haven't necessarily had the means or inclination to do. And then she said to me, what are some of the bigger goals, the things that are going to take a little while to work on? And I said to her, I want to travel. I want to see as much of the world as I can. And it's going to take me out of my comfort zone and I'm going to be terrified, but that's the reason why I want to do it. And she said to me, as long as you have a goal in life, there is never any reason to feel as though you don't have a purpose in the world. And it was really interesting that she said that. She seems to have this knack for knowing when I've kind of lost my way a little bit. And she said to me, it's perfectly fine to go and travel the world. No one ever said that by the time you get to the age I am now, that you had to be married and settled down with kids, or you had to be, working in this crazy job and, be mature and responsible. I mean, let's face it, that is not who I am. I can be mature, not all of the time, not most of the time, but I am responsible. So, there's that too. And yeah, so she said to me, as long as you have a goal and something to work towards, just keep chipping away at it. So there's overseas goals that I'm trying to tackle while I'm in America and Canada. I'm going to VidCon, which has also been on my bucket list for an insanely long period of time. And by insanely long, I mean 3 years, because VidCon, I think, has only been around for 3 years. So I'm doing that. I would love to go to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, but unfortunately that's going to have to wait for another trip because of my Canada leg. And then, I would love to go to the Warped Tour. That's apparently happening the same time that I'm in America, and maybe in Canada too, depending. So fingers crossed I can knock that one off my bucket list, which has been there since I was 15 or 16. So that would be really cool. And then we got talking about some of the more nitty-gritty goals that I have. And there's one where I would really love to get my book published properly. So I wrote this book last year and I got it illustrated by this amazing graphic designer, and I think it would be an absolute waste to not get this book published. But unfortunately, publishing houses are inundated with thousands and thousands of manuscripts, and I haven't been successful so far, but, took J.K. Rowling a while too, so it's going to keep going. And then I said to my grandma that I want to make a difference. That is my ultimate goal in life, and I said to her, I want to make a difference, but I just don't know how. And she told me that my aunt went across to Cambodia and worked in an orphanage there. And she told me that there are many different ways to make a difference, and it's all about what you classify as making a difference. So it could be something like going to Cambodia and helping out in an orphanage, or it could be something as simple as, helping somebody out on a massive project. So I'm kind of thinking about that, and I think that making a difference, you can't put a price on that. There's no way you can put a price on that, because the feelings and the results that you get from that are they're second to none. There's no way you can put a price on that. So yeah, those are kind of the things that I want to tackle for the next X amount of years in my life. And, this is why I love seeing my grandma, because she always has these amazing outlooks on life and she puts things into perspective, and I don't know, I'm pretty lucky to have a grandma like her. So anyway, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about today. if anybody is watching this, if you have any goals, I would love to know what they are as well. Who knows, maybe we can help each other out. Until then, guys, I will talk to you tomorrow.